Hello and welcome back to Emily Cat 176. It's Wednesday. I hope you're all having a good week. Oh, it's starting to get warm again here. So on Wednesday I'm doing poetry. I don't know if you're enjoying it, but I like poetry. And I was going to do another poet this week, but I've decided I am going to do a poem by an Indian poet. I have a feeling that India would have such a rich history of poetry, and I am just starting to dip my toe into it. So the first one I am going to do is Street Cries by Sarojini Naidu. Street Cries. When dawn's first cymbals beat upon the sky, rousing the world to labour's various cry, to tend the flock, to bind the mellowing grain, and fasting men go forth on hurrying feet, buy bread, rings down the eager street. When the earth falters and the waters swoon with the implacable radiance of noon, and in dim shelters coils hush their notes, and the faint thirsting blood in languid throats craves liquid succour from the cruel heat, by fruit steals down the panting street. When twilight twinkles o'er the gay bazaars, unfurls a sudden canopy of stars, when lutes are strung and fragrant torches lit on white roofed terraces where lovers sit, drinking together of life's poignant sweet, by flowers floats down the singing street. So that is Street Cries. It's a rhyming poem. It's an ode to the street hawkers that are in the Indian streets. What did you think of that one? I thought that was quite good. Now, Sarojini Naidu, one thing with that, I don't know if I spelt this correctly. It was Koils, and the I had a little thing over the top, so I wasn't really 100% sure how I should pronounce that. I hope I have pronounced it correctly. But back to Sarojini Naidu. What an interesting woman. 1879 to 1949. She was a poet and a political activist, and I think people in India might know this, but I didn't. She was the first governor of United Provinces after India independence. And she was also the first Indian woman to be president of the Indian National Congress. So a very impressive person. You can feel as though you're in that street, can't you? I think with this poem, you can feel that you're in the street, looking at the hawkers out there with their wares. I have to admit, I've never been to India. I've been to Thailand, but not to India. And as I said, she died in 1949, so the country will be different now. But still, I think there are still bazaars in the streets. Let me know if there aren't. I've seen footage from India, and it seems to have bazaars still there. I know they did in Thailand. In Bangkok, there were ones out in the street selling food and all that sort of thing. But I liked it. And I think, as I said to you, I am just dipping a toe into Indian poetry. I think there will be a rich vein there. And what I want to say too, if any of you want me to read your poem, I'm more than happy to. As I said, there's a lot of copyright issues with a lot of the current poets, and I can't read them out. But if you want me to read your poem out, get in touch with me. emilycat176@gmail.com. So that's it for Wednesday. I hope you're enjoying the poetry I'm doing. I think the world would be a very sad place if poetry disappeared. It's such an ancient form of literature. So enjoy the rest of your week. I will be back on Friday. So, see you then. Bye.